Okay. Shows we got 2 people in here so far. 3 people. For the people that are in here, is the lighting okay? Is it too dark? Should I make it a little brighter? What's up, the right strapping? How are you this evening? 4 people, 3 thumbs up. Lighting looks good. All right, thank you. Happy Friday to everybody. Eminem Outdoors, what's up, man? I just got back from dropping my son off. Meeting his mom. He's with his mom this weekend. Jake Ramsey, what's up, buddy? Jake Ramsey, are you going to go live tonight after this? I know we talked about it earlier. Happy birthday, the right strapping. I won't sing to you. I'll spare you my voice. If my son was here, he would love to sing to you. Depends on the kids, Jake. Yeah. Yep. Chip, what's up, buddy? Whitebone, glad to have you. Six people and 5 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much already. What's up, Coffee? How you doing, man? Coffee, are you going to be available the first weekend? I think it would be April 25th. If you are, we can get together and try and kill you a bird. Eight people in here and 7 likes. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Happy B-Day or B-Day. What's up outside Michigan City? Limits Outdoors. Thanks, Coffee. Appreciate it. I don't know how long this stream will be. You know, that always depends on the chat. I always want to set it at like an hour, and I think the last one was 2 hours, it was fun. I had a great time. But this weekend I don't have my son with me, so I'm gonna have an adult beverage. You have no idea right now? Okay. Yeah, I believe our season in Indiana opens the 22nd this year, which is nice. It's a couple days earlier than it has been the last 2 or 3, so which is good. Whitebone, man, I'm as soon as trapping season ended, I've been ready for turkey season. That's why we've been doing the little bit of talking turkey. Just gives me an icebreaker and hang out with you guys and meet new channels. Coffee, what are you having? Bush Light. Eight people and 8 thumbs up. That's awesome. Glad to have each and every one of you guys. A Bush. Bud Light. Bush Light. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I started drinking that. That and the You Betcha guys, they're hilarious. Dale Wood, what is up? Welcome to the stream, man. Michelob Ultra. I don't think I've ever had a Michelob Ultra, to be honest. Yeah, watching your figure. White Bone, you have a Sierra Mist. I don't drink often, but my son's with his mom this weekend, so I figured I'd enjoy one. Pulling all my traps tomorrow. This saddens me. Season's over here in Michigan for Yotes. Our season runs till March 15th, but I just didn't want to continue to run traps because I know I'll continue to catch fox and raccoon and possum. So I figured it was a good time to just stop trapping. So I stopped, gosh, over a month early. Most of your family drinks Busch Light. Hot chocolate here, out of coffee. Jack and Coke guy, but you're downing a Mountain Dew. Yeah, when I drink soda, I like Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper. Migratory Game, thank you so much for your shout out on your channel, man. I really appreciate that. Crown Royal. Straight chip, or do you mix it? I tried that Apple Crown a few years back with some Sprite, and it was pretty good. Jay's Catfishing. What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I don't take shout outs lightly, man. I really appreciate it. Anytime somebody shouts out the channel, it's always cool. I need to do a shout out video. I've done a few like with Chip when I caught my first coyote, I'm sorry. I caught a coon after my coyotes and I thanked Chip, but I need to do a video specifically for the people that support the channel. To the new Zero Mountain Dew. Does it taste good? I've never tried that. Close call on a coyote this morning. Couldn't get the camera and rifle set up fast enough. One man band, it's hard to get on them. Yeah, Jake, I feel the same way when it comes to deer hunting. I really struggle to try and get a deer on camera with my bow hand, and then to try and hold my bow with my offhand and switch. It's a real cluster. It's a lot easier when you have a partner. Drink the regular Crown. Mostly I do shots of it once in a while. Splash of Coke. Biggest coyote, and have you gotten bit by one? Jay's Catfishing. If you're asking me, I'm a first-year trapper. I only caught 2 coyotes. The biggest one I caught, I think it was 35 pounds. The other one wasn't a whole lot smaller, but it was a little bit smaller. But I weighed it on a regular like bathroom scale at my brother's because that's where I caught it. 35 pounds, good sized male. Dale Wood, where are you at? You're having a blizzard. Oh, and Jay's Catfishing. No, I've never been bitten by one. Sitting out a blizzard. I know all about that. The last 2 springs, I've gone out to South Dakota in mid-April, and been caught in a blizzard both years. The first one, I was stuck for 24 hours in like a Flying J parking lot. I mean, the mounds from the snowdrifts were almost as tall as my SUV. That first year in 2018, that was an adventure, but I had a great year. And then last year, I think I was only trapped for like 8 hours. M&M Outdoors got 2 males, both were 34 pounds, and a 27-pound female. Nice. Wildman X Outdoors, what's up, brother? New here. Glad to have you. We're just going to be talking a little turkey and then meeting new people and growing our channels. Yeah, migratory. We didn't get much snow this morning where I'm at, but now we have a pretty good amount, not even an inch probably, but we haven't had a real snow since November. So it's been a really odd winter for us. Jake killed a 52-pound female a few years back in April or May. She was ready to pop. Yeah. Oh, you were turkey hunting? How close was she when you shot her? Or were you carrying like a pistol? Wildman X, about that time for turkey season. Yep. Yeah, we're getting close. We're second to last day in February. Those people who hunt down in Florida, they're lucky. They get to start here in just a couple weeks. If I go to Florida this year, it'll be like a last second notice type of thing, but I still won't be going till first week of April. Coffee, you only got a dusting? We actually had some accumulation. Wildman X, I'm in southeastern Indiana, tri-state area of Ohio and Kentucky. Cool. Wow, we got 12 people in here. That's awesome. 9 thumbs up. 15 yards. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, Jake, did she attack your decoys? That'd be really cool. Like if you had it on camera, I mean. I saw a video. If you guys aren't following, if you're turkey hunters and you're not following Shane Simpson, go check out his channel. He's a good dude. He's from South Carolina, but he lives in Minnesota, and he's a heck of a turkey caller. He competes. He seems like a really genuinely good dude, and he has a lot of great footage. Tubby Guy Outdoors. What's up, Wyatt? Chip says, here in Maryland, we didn't get any snow for the month of February yet. Wow. Wildman X, you're close to Bloomington? Awesome. Yeah, I deer hunt in Bloomington a little bit. Dale Wood got like 4 feet and expected another 6 to 8. Wow. That'll be fun. Cool. Jeez. Yeah, migratory. I don't know if he's saying 6 to 8 feet or inches. I'm guessing feet since he already has 4 foot. That's insane. Good, Tubby Guy. You guys getting a lot of snow up there? Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Don't think so. All right. Oh, 6 to 8 inches. Okay. Still, that's quite a bit of snow if you already have 4 foot on the ground. Wildman X, you've never killed a turkey? Do you hunt Morgan Monroe State Forest? I hunted there once or twice and got on a bird, but some mushroom hunters ended up ruining that hunt for me and a buddy. And that was years ago. That might have been 2013 or 2014. Pretty much shut down. Yeah, I bet. How much snow have you got up there, Wyatt? 13 people and 12 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Roads closed, schools closed, police asking everybody that can stay home to do so. Yeah. Wild man, you hunt private property in Lawrence County. Awesome. Yeah, wild man. I don't profess to be an expert on turkey hunting. I do pretty well for myself, and I just, that's my passion. So that's what I'm like to talk about with you guys. Michigan Great Outdoors. Glad to have you, buddy. Eminem says, I'm going to get some turkey hunting on film with a friend of mine. Want to bow hunt them this year. That would be awesome. I've never bow hunted them. It'd be different. It would be definitely difficult with, just me filming myself. Got between a foot and 2 foot last night, depending on where you are. Never been a high turkey hunter. Well, that's okay, Dale. I don't think I caught where you were from, Dale Wood. Not high, he said. Big. Yeah, okay. I got you. White bone, Eminem, bow hunting turkey is a blast. Yeah, I bet it is. Wife's birthday tonight. Well, happy birthday to her. Michigan Great Outdoors, buddy. You take care of your wife. She takes care of you. Glad you stopped in. Thank you so much, bud. Riley Homestead, hi. I'm new to her channel and she's new to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping in. Northern New York. Dale Wood. Awesome. Hey, no problem. Michigan Great Outdoors. Have a good night, buddy. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, thanks, Riley. So, really, I just wanted to talk about the importance of knowing your regulations from state to state and why it's so important. So, I was going to talk a little bit about my 2020 turkey season and just kind of highlight the differences between those three states. So, Dale Woods from Northern New York. This year, I my plan as of right now, after I hunt here in Indiana and hopefully help David Coffee Outdoors, get him his first bird. A week or so after that, I'll be heading up to Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. I'm really looking forward to that. Their season for Vermont and Maine, or I'm sorry, Vermont and New Hampshire, they open May 1st, and then Maine opens May 4th, which is a Monday. Oh man, you guys are rocking. J Dubs Outdoors, what's up, buddy? Glad to have you in here. We got 16 people and 15 thumbs up. Awesome. Outstanding. Yeah, Riley Homestead turkeys. That's my life. That's my passion outside of my family. White Bone, I got a big tom out of my buck. Oh, out of your buck shack when I was hunting deer in the fall because I bought a turkey tag. Sweet. I've never killed a bird in the fall. I've tried a couple times, but they always spot me up in the tree with my bow. Dalewood, yeah, yeah. Just from the little bit of research I've done online, they look amazing. They have some pretty cool and open guidelines. I'd say they're definitely a hunter friendly, part of the world, and the tags are relatively cheap. I might even stop in New York, Dalewood, if I can tag out in a good amount of time, which I feel like I'm going to have some success. If I can get all six of my birds within just a few days, then I might stop in New York. I don't know if I think it's called Pharaoh's Lake. I don't know if that sounds familiar, Dale Wood, but I think it's called Pharaoh's Lake. It's some state. It's a state lake, and there's some recreational property around it. And I think it's actually in your area, Dale Wood. I think it's north or it's northeast, maybe. I can't remember. J Dubs like to chase coyotes. That's your passion. J Dubs, you and Jake Ramsey would get along. Jake Ramsey likes to kill them wily coyotes as well. Riley Homestead, where are you located? I've seen a few of your videos, but I haven't heard where you're from yet. Oh, I missed you. That comment just ran away. She said, never been turkey hunting before. We do deer, rabbit, squirrel, and we fish. Jeremy Albritton, welcome to the stream, man. I'm new to his channel and he's new to mine. I'm glad to have you here. I'm way behind. Let me get caught up. Sorry. Whitebone or Mike Humphrey. Way to go, Kennels. Says, hey there, how's it going? It's going very well. Glad to have everybody in here. 19 people, 19 thumbs up. Awesome. I'm a little behind. I'm trying to scan through. I'm sorry. Jay's catfishing help. I think he's saying help me to 250. Guys, if you have not subscribed to Jay's catfishing, make sure you get him there. I'm new to his channel. He's new to mine. We're glad to have him here in the stream. The right's trapping. I like calling coyote and make, what does it say? 85 noise. I don't know if that's a typo, but you like to call him with your natural voice. That's really cool. Riley Homestead, Arkansas. I was planning on going to Arkansas last year, but I felt like I was in a rush to get home. So after I stopped in Kansas and tagged out opening day, I went straight east home to Indiana. Yeah, Chip, Pennsylvania. That's right there too. I'm having a hard time because I want to stop in New York and Pennsylvania, but don't know yet. I don't know yet until I get out there and start dropping the hammer. 20 people. Wow. Awesome. I'm so far behind. You guys are killing it. Yeah, thanks, J Dub, for the thumbs up. Really hard to keep up. Yeah, it's definitely hard to keep up. Even when you only have like 20 people, and I'm very happy with that number. That's great. Dale Wood says Farrow's Lake is 3 hours east of me. Yeah. Okay, you're right off the lake, Great Lake. Cool. Yeah. Farrow's Lake, it was just one of the first properties that I saw that was close to Vermont because I kind of wanted to hit something as I was coming back west home. And Farrow's Lake stood out to me. Don't know why. Sometimes that's just how it is when I'm staring at a map. I'll see a spot of green on a Google map, and that's where I'll start scouting, via maps. Switch from your phone to the laptop. Sweet. Eminem. Mo. Is Mo homesteading in here? Yes, she is. Hi, Mo homesteading. Welcome to the channel. Or to the chat. Eminem finally reached his first 100. Congratulations. It took me a little while to get to 100. Some people's channels, they grow faster than others, and it is what it is, but congratulations on 100. It took me a while. Jake Ramsey says, should I put Cody in timeout? Jake Ramsey has the power. You can do whatever you want to do, Jake. One male bird in the spring here in Indiana. Yes, Coffee. He was answering somebody, I'm sure. Mo homesteading. She says, hey, darling. Best way to do it is Google Maps. Yes, Dale. That's something we talked about in one of my previous streams. That's kind of how I decide on a spot. I'll stare at maps for hours. I'll find a spot that stands out to me, and then I'll kind of scout that area and look for what potentially could be good turkey, a good environment for turkeys. I'm looking for places that are far enough away from the road and far enough away from trails and a good mixture of different habitat for them. Jeremy Albritton says, I got 100 and stayed still for a while. Yeah, Jeremy, I think I hovered right around that 130 mark for quite a while. It was somewhere right around that 100 mark. I missed something here. I'll get around back to it, I guess. All right. J-Dubs, I really like one if I could get one. Okay, I don't know what's happening. All right, so I wanted to talk about the importance of knowing the hunting regulations. And I'm specifically talking about my trip just to kind of highlight the differences between states, even though these three states are very similar in the way that they run their seasons, the way they run their states, their DNR. Each state calls it something different. In Indiana, we call it DNR, Department of Natural Resource. What's going on? Oh, Jake's out here deleting messages. Jake. Oh my gosh. Jake's clowning on outside Michigan city limits outdoors. Okay. So aside from the fact that I only have two papers here. I have New Hampshire and Vermont. So I'm stopping first in Vermont. And all three of these states allow you two birds except for New Hampshire. New Hampshire only has, I think it's 5 counties where you can take a second bird as a non-resident. So all three can allow you up to 2. And the big difference, so 3 states, all neighboring states, all in the kind of northern New England area, northeast part of our country. Vermont and New Hampshire both open May 1st. The huge difference here for these 2 states, they both shut down their hunting season at noon. So from 30 minutes of sunrise to noon, you can hunt. And then you have the rest of the evening. For me, that's going to be scouting time. If I'm able to harvest a bird, I'll probably do some catch and cooks in that time. Just scout, travel and scout. But the big difference is in Vermont, you can kill both your birds at one time. In New Hampshire, after you kill your first bird, you have to go to a DNR and register that bird. You have to actually physically turn in that bird. in Indiana, we have what's called e-check. A lot of states actually have the electronic check-in, excuse me. And New Hampshire, from what I've seen, they're not one of those states. So I have to physically go to a station with my bird, with it being tagged, and I have to tag that bird and turn it in before I can go back to the field and attempt to harvest my second bird. And as a YouTuber, somebody who's filming their hunts, the last thing I want to do is incriminate myself by filming myself killing a second bird without taking the time to go turn it in. So if I'm able to get two birds, then I'll definitely, I'll film the first bird and I'll film myself, turning it in just as evidence. I don't need anybody trying to get me in trouble with DNR. Mo homesteading, yeah, it's government control. It's cool that each state has the freedom to do their own regulations and stuff as they see fit. They hire the professionals. They know when their season's supposed to come in and what's best for the population. Because, the population of turkeys. That's what's important. We as the hunters, we're important too. We play our part in managing the species and managing the habitat. We fund that. Our monies, when we buy tags, permits, stamps, whatever the nomenclature is for the different licenses, we pay for that. That's our land. Those are our birds, but we got to take care of them. Yes, Jeff, playing this game, we have to cross every T and dot every I. Yeah. Yeah, so that's just two states now. They're very similar. Like I said, May 1st, two birds, and then the biggest difference is that first bird has to be turned in. But then also, this is for me. I didn't even color this up for you guys. This was just for me. Because every spring when I'm on the road, I want to have every piece of documentation that I can to make sure that I'm following the rules and regulations. Some states, they have a heavy DNR presence. In other states, I've never seen DNR in multiple trips. But hopefully you can kind of see it without the light blinding it. You can kind of see it. So you can see those 5 counties there in yellow. Those 5 counties allow a second bird. So my plan is to hunt specifically in those counties because I want to kill both my birds. I'm paying for 2 tags. I want to kill 2 birds. That's kind of my game plan everywhere I go. I want to tag out, or at least I want to kill as many birds as tags I purchase. Let me get caught up in here. Coffee, yeah, I love the online check too. They give us a little bit of freedom. It's not as much control by the government and the local government. Dalewood, yeah, it is. It definitely is a little bit overpowering, in my opinion. They're reaching. I don't understand the need to check in a bird because there's been many times where I've had multiple longbeards come into a setup at one time. So now, when I go to New Hampshire specifically, I shoot one bird, he drops and flops. The second bird, I have to just let him putt away, and there's nothing I can do. I don't want to jump up and intentionally scare him away. I'll naturally let him run off, and if he doesn't, then I'll have to scare him off because I'm not going to film myself breaking the law. I'm not a fool. Ridge Life, welcome to the chat, bud. Thank you. I'm way behind, so I got to get caught up real quick. Mo Homesteading said, I know my grandfather never had to do any of that. And even if there are regulations, I can tell you that, yeah, that's pretty common. But because I'm putting my life out there on social media, as is everybody in here, basically, I don't want to film myself breaking the law. Chip asked Mo Homesteading if she hunts. She said, I do not. I did with my grandfather when I was young. Yeah, things have definitely changed a bunch. Mo Homesteading, where are you from? You're obviously, it says Mo Homesteading, Missouri. That's what I take it as. She said she moved here 4 years ago, but where were you at beforehand? In my head, you moved to Australia. She moved to what? I'm way behind. I gotta get caught up here, guys. 5 Ridge Life dropped. Ridge Life was at 1,000. Ridge Life, you got to 1,000, then did your giveaway and people unsub. That's so weird. I don't understand why people do that. Oh, Mo Homesteading, you're from California. I'm sorry. You're in Texas for 18 years and Oklahoma. That's awesome. Yeah, I turkey hunted in Oklahoma last year. It's one of the most beautiful states I've been in, and it might seem kind of boring, but I like remote places. And I was hunting out in western Oklahoma. Chip says in Pennsylvania you can only shoot one bird per day. Yeah, Chip. There's a lot of states that way. I think Georgia, you can kill 5 birds, but you have to kill them on different days. It just seems so odd to me. True North Angler, what is up? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing this evening? Okay, Rich Life. I thought you were at 1,000 when I checked. I thought you were at like 1,001 or something. I might be thinking of a different channel now that I think about it. You grew up in Oklahoma, Mo Homesteading? Cool. Jake Ramsey says, seems like I gained 15 and dropped 5 the next day. Yeah. Yes, I'm the same way. I think I had like 6 to 8 yesterday that I gained, and then I ended up losing 2 or 3 of them. I don't understand why people do that. They're just fishing for subs, and then they immediately unsub if you don't sub to them. So it is what it is. I'm subbed to several channels. I'm subbed to every single person in here, with the exception of maybe one new channel that's new to the chat. And, if I sub to your channel, I'm staying subbed. Who's your hunter? What's up, buddy? How you doing this evening? I'm doing good. Yeah, I don't understand why people do that. Rich Life says, yeah, for the past 24 hours, I've been up 2 and down 2. Yeah. It could just be people screwing with you. They're waiting until you get to 999 to be the 1,000th person to sub to you. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, I try and be a good supporter of everybody's channels. I do miss videos from time to time, and I watch them a day or 2 late. But yeah, I definitely try and watch every single video that comes out. Who's your hunter says he's doing well. That's good to hear. Mo Homesteading says that YouTube will unsub you if you get. Yeah. Oh, you're all right, Tubby guy. Just glad to have you. Rich Life has a guy at work that's going to take him back to 999. When he hits 1,000, I'll unsubscribe and drop it to 999. Riley Homestead, that's a good idea. Everybody needs to unsub from Ridge Life right now. That way we can screw with him. No, that's awesome. Once he hits that 1,000 mark, that's really great. We've got several channels in here that have over 1,000 subs. I think Who's Your Hunter has like 4,000 something. No, Ridge Life, we're just screwing with you. We got 17 people and 22 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Dale Wood. Hey, don't be discouraged about only being at 134. Like I said earlier, you were in here. I was stuck at like 130 forever. And I've only gained a couple hundred subs since that time, but it is what it is. You'll find people that like your stuff, and they'll sub to you and stay subbed. Michigan says, I think it keeps jumping on me. I think for it to be effective, you have to subscribe to the page, hit the thumbs up, and maybe comment on the video and watch at least 30 seconds. Michigan Great Outdoors, I haven't heard that, but that might make sense. That definitely does make sense. Yeah, Hoosier Hunter. My son's with his mom tonight. This is her weekend, so I figured I'd have me a beverage. Yeah, Ridge Life. I was on that video. Or wait, was that a live? I know you were talking about it in your live stream. I was in the live stream, but I don't know if I've seen that video yet. Like I said, I'm way behind on videos. I'm trying to watch everybody's stuff, and I miss some things, and sometimes it takes me a couple days to watch them. Yeah, True North. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like when I'm on my YouTube Studio page, it says that I have like 5 or 6 more subs than I actually have. I don't know if those are subs that they've taken away or what. We got somebody new in here. Grace's Pet Life. I must have missed her original comment, but thank you so much. I'm assuming it's female. Thank you so much for stopping into the stream. We're here to grow and talk about turkeys as we can, but you guys are commenting so much that I'm having a hard time keeping up. I'm slow. I'm very slow. Oh, Michigan Great Outdoors, your son's sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, it's not the flu. My little niece, she's really sick too. We don't know if she has the flu yet or not. Hoosier Hunter says the first 100 is the toughest, and just build off that. Yeah, I agree with that. Jake Ramsey says I haven't seen Cody since I timed him out. Jake, you're bullying my people. Oh, thanks, Ridge Life. I really appreciate that. Grace's Pet Life. I'll have to check out your channel after the stream. But we're here to grow with each other and talk turkeys. Mike Humphrey, you're dealing with the flu and you're recovering from surgery. You're having a bad time. Sorry to hear that. Or no, Mike's not. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Chip. Chip's recovering from surgery. But Mike, you're sick. Mike, were you supposed to be doing a competition this weekend with your dogs? You got to get caught back up because I'm way behind. You had to for J Dubs? Okay. Michigan Great Outdoors says we all started at zero. That's 100% true. You know, I was fortunate. Coffee Outdoors, he's a good friend of the channel. We worked together for several years. It was about 4 years. And, luckily I had him to kind of help share out my stuff. So Coffee really helped me out when I got started. A lot of former coworkers actually were my first probably 30 or 40 subs, not counting family members. But we got 20 people in here and 23 thumbs up. Outstanding. Cool. We're at 38 minutes already, and I haven't talked about anything important. Okay, so I'm going to get back on topic here. Jay's Catfishing says, "Cheers." I'm already about done. I'm a lightweight, but yeah. So we talked a little bit about Vermont and New Hampshire, the difference between those two neighboring states. Now, Maine is a completely different animal. Maine, they allow you to hunt all day long. Maine does not let you hunt on Sundays, which to me is really odd. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we have, I think we might have somebody, Chip. Do they allow Pennsylvania people to hunt on Sundays? Chip, you're almost recovered. Good. That's really good to hear. Yeah, Coffee does help a lot of people. He's a great dude, great channel. Jake Ramsey, no, I've never hunted in Ohio. Ohio's, it's funny that my neighboring states are states that I've never tagged a bird in, but I like to travel out west. But yeah, I definitely want to go to Ohio. Plenty of fox and raccoon to get next year, Chip. Yep. So Chip says, I'm not sure yet. They might let us this year. So in the past, they haven't let you hunt on Sundays. To me, that just seems really weird. You're paying for a tag, you fund these departments, but yet you can't hunt one day a week. So working class adults, like I'm sure most of us are, you might only have a set amount of time where you can hunt. In Indiana, we get like 2.5 weeks of spring turkey season. And if I can't take off work, I'm stuck with 2 weekends, well, about 3 weekends. So maybe up to 6 days to hunt. I can't imagine having that cut in half because they're taking away my Sundays. That just doesn't seem fair. Jake says, I've been looking for coffee shirts. Yeah, he's got them. He's got that cool Bobcat logo. Michigan Great Outdoors, I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. I don't know if it's something that maybe dates, way back in the day. I go to church, and I don't know if it's one of those things where everything's closed on Sundays, so you can't hunt on Sundays. Doesn't make sense to me. You're hunting. We pay for these things with our tags and our monies. Yeah, the right strapping. You said I should come to Washington. That's a haul. I do a lot of driving, but I'm definitely going to try and make it around to all the states that have birds, and Canada and Mexico. But yeah, eventually I do want to go to Washington. Idaho's kind of been in my sights last year or so. Idaho and Wyoming and Montana. Yeah, Tubby Guy says it's the law going back a couple hundred years. Yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts were, Tubby Guy, but I wasn't sure on that. It just seems really odd. So in Maine, no matter what, if I tag out so I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday basically to tag out in Vermont and New Hampshire. And if I tag out on Friday in Vermont and Saturday in New Hampshire, basically I have an entire day to scout and do nothing. So seems odd to me, but those little nuances between the states it's really important. And I don't know if anybody in here is interested in hunting out of state like I do. I don't really know if I have too many people in here that do that. But if you're interested in hunting out of state, you got to make sure that you know the regs. It sucks. It's boring. There's a ton of reading to do. This is just on their turkey season. If I can get these pages separated. So that's just their turkey hunting stuff, not counting their general hunting rules that you also have to follow. That can be anything from, I don't know, right of way, hunting off right of ways and stuff like that. It says ripping down I-94, listening to the live. Yeah, Michigan Great Outdoors. I'm telling you, you got to do a live stream sometime. It's really fun. Right Strapping says, let me know and I'll take you. We'll get around some coyote or call some coyote also. But I did get around, don't get around too good, I assume is what it says. Well, I really appreciate that, the right strapping. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Jake Ramsey said, I hunted Nebraska a few years back. That's awesome. Jake Ramsey, my first time hunting Nebraska was this past year. Had a lot of success. I took 2 guys with me who had never hunted out of state before. And I think they each killed a bird, and I killed 2 birds in Nebraska in 2 days. I think it was. Well, about 2.5 days, we killed 4 birds. Okay. Ridge Life says, I'm thankful to live in Tennessee. Yeah, Ridge Life, you can kill 4 birds in Tennessee. And if you have the birds to do so, that's great. I've only hunted in Tennessee one time. I said this in the last live stream. I spent an entire week camping and hunting in Tennessee a few years back and had 0 success. It was a rough time. Coffee says, heck, I have to read the Indiana guidelines every year. Yeah, because they do. They'll change the smallest thing. And if you get caught by DNR breaking the law, they're busting you. They're not going to write you a warning. They're going to hit you. Jake Ramsey says it was like hunting a turkey farm. Yeah. Yeah, those birds were definitely flocked up out west. That's what's cool. It's different than where we live. Jake's in Ohio. I'm in Indiana. Our birds don't stay roosted up like out west, but out west it's different because the terrain is so wide open. You really have to have good woodsmanship and know how to get around, or you just have to be a phenomenal caller and hope that the birds are responsive. But yeah, hunting out west is really fun. It's so different than where we're at. All right, Ridge Life, have a good night. Enjoy your supper. Okay. Who's your hunter? Are you going through? You have a surgery as well? Tubby Guy says, thankfully, our laws haven't changed in a while. Yeah, Tubby Guy, it seems like every year Indiana changes their rules just slightly. Deer season, they've changed a lot. My county, where I live in southeastern Indiana, we used to be able to kill 8 deer in our county alone. Now it's down to 2 or 3, and that changed in a matter of like 2 years. I think last year was 4, so it went from 8. It went from 8 to 4 down to 2 or 3 in just a couple years. Knee surgery number 3. Oh, dude, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. It's on the same knee, I assume. Yeah, Mo Homesteading says, see, I just checked 4 of you guys that I've seen all the time and I've seen videos. YouTube undid what I did. So got to stay on top of it. Back, by the way, chickens stay safe. Or chicken safe. J Dub says we can kill 6 deer a year, only 1 doe. What? That seems odd. J Dubs, where are you at? I've seen your videos, but I can't remember off the top of my head. We got so many good channels in here. Who's your hunter? I'm glad to hear you're getting better. Coffee says, yeah, EHD had a lot to do with the drop of deer. See, we didn't really see that down, at least on our farm. On our farm, we have not really seen a decline in numbers. We've consistently been seeing a group of 8 or 9 does and fawns almost every day. We see them. So yeah, I know it affects different areas, or areas differently, but in our area, we personally have not seen that decline in numbers. So from our standpoint, where we're at, it just seems really odd. But then again, I'm in one of the few counties that allow multiple deer to be taken. We have the highest limit, actually, my county. We're tied with a few others. We're only allowed 2 bucks. Only one can be taken with a rifle. Might come free. J Dubs, I think I don't want to speak out of line, but I think he might be North Carolina. I might be wrong, or West Virginia, maybe. Michigan Great Outdoors. You have to interact with the pages. If not, though, remove the subscriptions. Not watching the videos or liking or commenting. See, Michigan Great Outdoors. I don't think they should be doing that. Obviously, it's a private company. They can do whatever they want, but it doesn't seem right that they'll come on and get rid of your channels. Jake Ramsey, EHD has really hurt our age structure the last few years. Not many mature bucks. Yeah, I can see that. Can a long rifle 22 Ruger kill a coyote? Yes. Depends on where you're shooting them. If you're trapping them, that's what I use to kill my coyotes is I lung shoot them. But Jake Ramsey, have you ever killed a coyote at range with a 22? I would assume that they wouldn't advise you do that. J Dubs is in Virginia. I knew he was somewhere over there. That seems odd that you kill so many deer but only 1 doe. I was close. J Dubs. Sorry, I couldn't remember. on a produce farm that you trap, you shoot at least 5 doe a year, Chip. Wow. Do you donate those deer or do you keep them for yourself? Jake Ramsey says 75 yards, chest shot with a 22. Nice. Tubby guy, yeah. All about shot placement. J-Dubs, welcome to Virginia Logic. Yeah, with all the gun laws and all that stuff, we won't talk about that tonight, but with all that stuff that they're trying to implement, and what's his name, Ralph Northam? Yeah. The Wright's Trapping says, I've shot a coyote at 200 yards with a 22 long rifle, shot it in the head, and it dropped right there. Yep. Jake says 17 HMR, 200 yards. And yeah, you use a 223. Yeah, Hoosier Hunter. That's kind of what I was thinking. You can kill 6 deer, but only 1 doe. That logic is twisted, in my opinion. Hoosier Hunter, obviously, he's Indiana. For those of you that don't know, if you're from Indiana, you're called a Hoosier. Tubby guy, 22 out to 500. Holy crap. I don't shoot that far. I don't shoot very far at all. Mo Homesteading says to Mike Humphrey, can't you get as many deer as you want on your personal property in Missouri? See, Mo Homesteading, at least in the state of Indiana. So if you look at this little map of New Hampshire here, each county has their own set of limits in Indiana. So back in the day, like I said, my county would allow 8, and all of my neighboring counties would allow 8 as well. So in our state, you could kill 200 or 300 deer as long as you were willing to purchase the tags. You could kill the max limit of deer in each county in the state of Indiana. So I assume Missouri is probably similar to that. Chip says I keep 2 and donate 3. That's really nice. We used to have a family that we would donate a deer to, but we don't anymore. J Dubs, you get 1,400 or 140 tags a year for a 6,200 acre. Holy cow. That's amazing, J Dub. Wow. That's a lot of tags. Mike Humphrey says, I think it depends on Tubby guy. Couldn't type fast enough. It's a 22 250. Okay. Yeah. Just a little different. Jake Ramsey says to Wrights, the 6.5 Creedmoor is a great cartridge. Yeah, I've never shot the 6.5 Creedmoor. We've been in here 53 minutes. We got 17 people in and 24 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're not going to hang out super late. I'm already stuttering and stammering, and let you guys roll for another couple minutes, but then we'll be getting off here. Jake, are you I asked you earlier, are you going to go live if your kids will allow you to? We got 1 tag a year. Sometimes there's a surplus tags available for archery. Jake, have you hunted anywhere else out west or just Nebraska? Nebraska was a really fun state. It's just so open. It's just so much different than what I'm used to here in Indiana. Michigan Great Outdoors. Send me a message before you go live, Michigan Great Outdoors, just to make sure. I should be free. Yeah, Jake, I'm sure your internet's probably similar to mine. The internet out here is pretty good, but it's not, it's not great by any means. Sometimes it works great, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes when I upload a 5-minute video, it'll take an hour. And sometimes when I go live, I'll lose my live chat because of the internet, but usually it does pretty well. I think this is like my 5th or 6th live stream, and It's only happened one other time. J-Dub says your farm hands take a lot of deer that you stock. So J-Dubs, all that land that you trap, and I remember seeing you on the side by side or the quad, whatever you had, driving up the mountain and stuff. Is that all your land to hunt and trap? If so, that's awesome. That's really great. Probably be about 6 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, yeah, I'll be there. Michigan Great Outdoors. Jake, you've hunted Colorado for elk. Okay, and only turkey in Nebraska. Did you have success on that elk hunt? That's a bucket list trip for me. I'd love to go elk hunting. They have moose up in Maine. It won't be moose season while I'm up there, but it'd be cool to see a moose. I've never seen one. This past year in South Dakota, I got to see some elk while I was out there. They still had their antlers too. Five by five. That's awesome. Yeah, Jake, that's what I saw in South Dakota was a 5x5. Bees Animals. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Bees Animals. Hi all. Glad to have you in here. A new channel. Thank you so much for stopping in. We're wrapping it up here, but we still have 20 people and 25 thumbs up. That's great. Thanks, guys. Chip, you have a great night. Thank you so much, man, for stopping in. Game Cam Wildlife Recon. Welcome to the stream. Who's your hunter? He said earlier with a bow. A 5x5 with a bow. That's really awesome. Bees. Am I saying that right? Or is it Abby? Abby's Animals. I don't know. I can't stop and click on you here. Nope, can't do that. Can't see your channel. Abby's Animals. Abby's Animals. I'll check out your channel after I'm done streaming. Like I said, I'm going to be wrapping it up. But we got 20 people in here, still 19 now. The Rights Trapping, you're from Alabama, but you moved to Washington and was out scouting and saw your first elk, 20 yards. Yeah, that'd be that'd be awesome. Yeah, the Rights Trapping. I think I was in a pickup truck when I saw the elk, but they were only about 25 or 30 yards off of the logging road that we were driving on. All right, Coffee. Thank you so much, buddy. April 25th. Make sure you check your work schedule. That's the first Saturday after season opens here. Have a good night, Tubby Guy. Thank you so much, Wyatt. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. We're going to hit right at an hour here, which is great. A couple new channels stopped in, Abby's Animals, and then the other one I can't remember, but I'll watch the stream after I'm done here. And I'll make sure I hit up the couple new channels as long as they've subbed to me. And I hope you guys met some new people. It looks like we did. See you, Tubby Guy. Grace's Pets. That's the other one. Grace's Pets. Who's your hunter? Have a great night, buddy. Jake Ramsey. Yeah, try the live. I'll be looking for you. I'll be in there. Jake, if you're doing it straight through YouTube and you're on a laptop, whenever you want to add your mods, which I definitely would do, that way you don't get any scammers in there, whatever, trolls. click on the name, and then you can add moderator. You can add me if you want. Mission Great Outdoors. Have a good night, buddy. Take care of your kid. Game Cam Wildlife Recon. Thumbs up number 27. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching Foxtail Outdoors. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm out.